Bonjour! So for this video we are back with that summer project of mine of making over Barnacle Bay into Barnacle Bay and have it be a pirate world but more like steampunk one. For today's episode it's going to be mostly in a creator world, starting with a coaster, which is a very neat website where you can get a lot of different resources for Creator World, and one of them is Store Worlds, the world files, and that's where you can get Barnacle Bay, for instance. I got it there to modify it in Creator World, and we are going to open that world here, Barnacle Bay unpopulated. Let's open it, and here we are in Barnacle Bay. So it's a store world, so that the items that come with it, they're not going to appear. It's the same thing for Riverview, for instance. If you open Riverview, you're not going to have the bridges or the barn or the scarecrow objects that came with it. So I'm going to extract them from the original file and then place them back, because we're missing a bridge, a seawall here, and I think the different items, the street lights here from the store too, they're not appearing in Creator World, so I would like also to have them in the world. So I'm going to convert the object, I'll have it so that it's placeable in Creator World and in Edit Town mode by the same reasoning. And then going to remove the decor items I'm going to use. So that's the first look in Creator World. Oh, I can show you maybe the world. So here it is. So we can see the different lots. These are residential lot, these are community lots. There is a lighthouse over there, decorative one. Do I have it there? It's a bit weird to have it on that side, because I think even more so if the harbor is there. So I was thinking maybe on that island over there, a bit isolated, but not that much. I like that island. It's a bit wild looking and no neighbors. So I'm thinking the lighthouse over there. I'm planning on doing the harbor there. Forgot to say that I've pinned the previous episode in that series on the screen, if you want to check that out, to have a better idea of where this is going. Extracting the different items to place them there, and I'm thinking also doing the roads. The issue is that there's only one road here, base game road, and also it's not, you cannot customize it. The edit option is not available, and it is when you create a custom road. So I cannot edit that road. I have to replace every stretch of road by the new one. Also, I don't want to, it's a bit too squarey, doesn't go with the theme I have in mind. Is it on the grid, or it helps when you're placing lots because there is a grid, but is it? No, it's on diagonal. Not even that. So too bad. Oh, it's not even? No, it's not. I'll show you as much as I can, because it's also the idea there to follow the project from beginning to the end. So I'm not removing the lots as I had done in Edit Town mode for the original version of Barnacle Bay, because here, if I do that, I'm going to lose the lot. I have to bulldoze the whole thing. So I'm going to keep them for now, and then when I'm sure I don't want that specific lot there, I'll remove it. Also, I don't want to lose the address of the lots. So it's not, it's like that, but it appears like a written address in the game, and usually they are on theme, the addresses. So I'm going to try to keep them the same. But I don't know if the roots are going to be the same. We'll see. Okay, so let's get started. So first step, I'm going to extract the missing items from the original file of Barnacle Bay. So here we are in game. It's not Create a World, it's the game. And the items I'm looking for are going to be the bridge over there, so that wall, so that the same wall over there. And another thing I'd like to get from the file is the light here, the street light, the lamppost, so that I can place it in town. Extracting the items. So first we're going to need a handful of tools, very useful ones too. So I might forget a few. If I do, I'll try to have them all in the description box below the video. Don't hesitate to let me know if I've forgotten any. I'll add them. Decrapify tool, Delphi's extractor, Sims 3 OC, Sims 3 PE. That's off the top of my head. I'm reading on Mod the Sims. There are very terrific threads, and now chock full of information, very useful advice there. So once we have the tool ready, let's get the world, let's pick it up. So I have it installed as a Sims 3 pack in my game, and I'm going to use this one and place it in its own folder where I've already prepared the different folders for the different items I want to extract. Then second step is to make it ready for the conversion into package format. So that's the Decrapify tool, and then convert it as .package. But it's going to be a lot of different files with numbers, so you don't know what is what, and all of these can be put together using Sims 3 PE, so that they become one big file. That could be a .world, but I'm going to keep it as a .package, because I want to extract items from there. So I'm going to name it Barnacle Bay, and then have that one here. I'm going to use it and load it in Sims 3 OC, where we're going to see the different items appear. So all of these are comprised into that file, and here I'm extracting the bridge. I'm cloning it so that I have a standalone version of the bridge that I'm going then to be able to use it in Create a World. I'll do that also for the seawalls, and here also for the street lamp, so that I have also a standalone version. That then I'm going to place for the bridge. And the seawalls, I'm going to place them into the Electronic Arts folder, and the folder where there are the packages for Create a World. So that means that if I want to use them in the game, if I want them to appear, I also need to have them in the mods folder for the game. So then that street light be usable in Edit Town mod and in Create a World. So that's what I'm doing here. You just need to change some codes so that it's then available in those world tools, and you can place them. They're going to appear there, and you can place them in the world. So I can also recolor them extra, but I'm not going to do that there. I might do so for at least the street lamp in the future, I think. But here is just to have a first look at what can be done there in that world. So I'm going to keep the original one for that version and name it, and then I'm going to place it just like for the bridge and the seawalls in the folder where it's accessible for Create a World. Then once that is done, we just need to open Create a World again and then place the different items we have extracted. So another thing I'd like to do today is, well, back in game, huh? We're not in Create a World. I'm going back and forth between the two. That's why I'm keeping the world like that. I have a template still there, and then I can see how, for instance, the seawall is placed a bit differently. That's what I have done, but it's going to change anyway in my game because I'm going to set the whole downtown differently, but I'll see that in another video. So the second thing I'd like to tackle today is the roads, and remove the original one and have at least two different ones there. So I'll have to keep the base road in the file there, but I'll remove like physically the road and replace it by a custom one for downtown. And I'm not trying to do routing there. I just replace one by the other, and maybe a second one, a country one. For that, I'm going to extract some textures. I'd like the world to be as close as possible to the original one, so I'd like to use as many things as I can from the original world. So I'm going to try to use some of the textures that are on the items I've extracted. So I'm thinking of the bridge and the seawall. There are textures there. So that's the idea, to extract those textures. I'm going to use the same tools, plus I'm going also to add the curbs from Grande Lama, because it gives like an embossed effect to the road. They are very flat in the Sim 3. So that and the Sims Resources Workshop. So that's the other two item and tool that I'm going to use there. So first I'm going to try and find the textures I can use, and for that I'm going to open the bridge in Sims 3 PE. Oh, I'll keep saying Sims 3 PE, S3PE, just because that the S3 is for Sims 3, but yep, not sure. So then I'm going to extract those textures as files, and I'm going to sit on them for a while and use just that one. So it's from the bridge. I'm going to try and have the road there, and I'm using an existing road I've already downloaded a while ago from, I'm pretty sure it was from the Coaster, and using that as a template to create a new road for Barnacle Bay, so a custom one. I'm just preparing all the textures I'm going to need, all the layers I'm going to need to create the road. So classic, a basic road, there needs to be 2 different ones for the road itself, then up to 3 for the sidewalk, and then another 3 for the bend when the road is bending. That's what I'm doing here. It's just for the curb of the road, and also it's more for a modern road, crosswalk, but I'm not going to do one here because it's not a modern road. And here I'm working on the texture for the curb. Already had quite a few that I had customized, so with a customized texture. So here I already knew what I wanted to do and how to do it very quickly. I already had the overlay that I'm going to replace in the scene resources. So skipping steps there, but I already had them, so I was going to use them. So here I had chosen a texture from, I think this one is from the bridge, so Buccaneer Bridge, and I am using it for the curb so that there is going to be a difference between the sidewalk and the street itself. And then I'm going to apply that overlay to how many are there? 7 items for the curb. So there are 7 different pieces that you can place. Then I'm going to place them afterward in a crater world so that the road is not as flat as a regular road in The Sims 3. Still quite flat, but it for me, it improves a lot the look of a town. So that's why I really like that item from Grande Lama. Very fantastic addition, I think, to the game. So here, replacing the overlay, and then exporting it as a Sims 3 pack that I'm going then to have as a package, a dot package, and place with the other objects to use in Creator World. So once all of these are ready to be used, we can get back to Creator World to place them. The advantage of having custom routes is that you can customize them afterwards. I'm going to stop there for today's modifications here for Barnacle Bay. The roads, as I've said, they are easily customizable, so I'm not worried that it's very light here, but I haven't done yet the texture for the world, so I'm going to work on the rocky bluff, on the sand, on here it's going to be the harbor, so it's going to look very different. I haven't yet started on that. Also, I've just placed the curb there to see if I needed to customize it some more for the color, but I think I'm going to keep it that way because I like that stone pavement here, as it's the same texture as for the bridge. If I don't customize the bridge, and I don't think I will, I'll keep the pavement, the sidewalk like that. It's the road I'm not sure of. Depends, very much depends on also the type of grass I'm going to pick there. Maybe something lighter tones so that it goes better with it. It's not that contrasted there. And also for the country road, I'm going like that for now, but the sidewalk is not going to be like that. Just, I wanted to have a first idea, and then I'm going to customize it, and I might add a third road, type of roads there. Mostly I wanted to replace the base game road here by something else, so that it already looks different from the original Barnacle Bay, and we're going to jump back to Barnacle Bay just to conclude that video. So, hopping back to regular Barnacle Bay, as you can see the roads are back to normal. To say thank you for all the suggestions. I love the different ideas. So, yeah, I'm planning on doing a fortress or a fort or something here, with the cannons, and maybe have the cliff over there a bit more steep, or maybe add a small beach. I'm thinking for now I'm going to keep the road like that, well, like that, with the customized look, but just same stretch of road here, and for now I'm going to keep the same lot size, and try to work on it in that version of Barnacle Bay and see how it fits there. Once I've exported the world, I can check if it works in the world, or if I need to have it bigger, for instance. So for sure, I'm going to use a lot of items from Sleepy Hollow. It's just not going to be as dark as a world than Sleepy Hollow. You've seen the choices I made for the roads. Like, I love the idea of having mermaids. So I was thinking of having them on their own little island, but not that one, because it's a bit too much at the front of the island. So I was thinking the other one where the lighthouse currently is, and maybe do like some sort of secret island over there. Because, yeah, it's a bit more hidden, I'd say. I don't think that's Smuggler's Beach. We're thinking that it was either this one or this one. So maybe this one is a lesser known one, or less busy one, you know. I've never played in the world, so I'm not sure. So back to the front one over there. Oh, yeah, also I've removed the swimming pool for now. But I'm thinking of the bathhouse, for sure, Lily. So it's routable, and I just need to add a few things so that there is a lot maybe here, and I'll add one over there, I'm thinking, for the lighthouse, if you think there is a better spot. But yeah, we're thinking there, and I already have an idea for the lighthouse. There is that book that I really like, with a lot of fantastic houses there, and one of them is a lighthouse, so I'd like to try and build it over there. So that's one that's coming soon, for sure. There is that household I'd like to check up on. Just one guy, and if I got it right, he should live around there, in a more traditional looking house. So nope, not Kill Carbo. Oh, Kill Carbo. Okay, I know him. If it's a him, it might be a whole household. Fleet. Quill. Oh, yeah, Quill. That was the household. Thomas Quill. So let's just have a quick look there. Ooh, very basic house. Hello. He has the right outfit for that. And glasses. Okay, monocle maybe? Or googles. Why not? So let's check out his home. I'll end the video afterwards. Oh, it's prettier in the back. So, okay, it's very basic. Edit town mode very quickly. I'm super curious. I just want to know. Okay, Thomas Quill, an official town historian, librarian, is incredibly knowledgeable about all things nautical, and his house could be considered a mini museum in its own right, which is not the case. Unless I've missed something. An ample bedroom. This house has plenty of room to hide all of your pirate treasure. So that might be a challenge for next time. So that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to need to edit that beast, and yeah, might take some time. Hopefully it's going to be up for the middle of the week. I'm not sure, but I'll do my best. And so next week it's going to be not Barnacle Bay, but something else. And I'm still going to work on this one in the meantime. I'll see you in the next video. À bientôt!